this track, bitch. I don't give a fuck now like me. I say I don't give a fuck now like me. Oh no, I don't give a fuck now like me. Sorry, I don't give a fuck down like me. Fuck 'em, I don't give a fuck down like me. No, I ain't got shit to prove. No, I ain't broke no more and I don't owe no folk, but I still ride with my two. You so concerned about my real life, and that's alright. But who are you? Just a nut nigga with a strap. It don't take rocket science to shoot. You don't know shit about getting bricks out, you probably still work shoot for shoot. You don't know shit about on your blood, cause you paid your bills with all that loot. How about your baby about to be born and he don't got pampers, wipes, or food? How about your mama fucking your best friend and y'all both just finished school? But it's okay, she thinks it's cool. You're in her way, it's time you move. And you just paid all her damn bills, so you feel like a fool. So what do you suggest I do? You think you know, you got no clue. So please don't tell me what you think I ain't been told. I don't give a fuck, they don't like me. I say I don't give a fuck, they don't like me. Oh no, I don't give a fuck, they don't like me. Sorry, I don't give a fuck, they don't like me.
Welcome to HSD. Yes. Welcome to my den. I am on here. Sorry I'm late today. Sinus been bothering me. Took some sinus medicine and woke up late. Oh well. Hate being late too. That's the crazy part. But hey, this is my show. I'm not getting paid. This is an informational show that inform you guys of what's going on in the deployment and the ignorance that we are facing in this world. Let's get on to it, shall we? I would like to talk about David Bannon firing. That is just a strategy to let you think that David Bannon have nothing to do with Trump in his cabinet. He have a whole lot to do with it. Remember, he was fired. This is the second time David Bannon was fired. A lot of people don't think about that. This is his second time being fired. Second time. So the firing of David Bannon mean nothing. David Bannon have been there and still going to be there. Just as David Duke says, you have to remember, let Trump remember that he and his white nationalists is the one that actually brought him forth and made him the way. But a lot of people don't know when he first got his start in, I want people to look this up. And I've been saying it, but people not paying attention, so I'm just going to get on blank on this. Trump was started and introduced by the LGBT community. Nobody wasn't looking at Trump. And he's turned against the LGBT. He have no loyalty. He turned against the homosexuals. He turned against the lesbians. He turned against the transsexuals. He turned against everybody who actually brought him forth. They the one introduced Trump. They the one introduced it. They introduced Trump as entering into the politic world. And a lot of people haven't paid attention. You know what I'm saying? Nobody pay attention. They don't care. Because they're saying, he's already gone against them, so it doesn't matter, you know? So, let me see this. Like I said, David Bannon have had a position. He was fired. Remember, about 3 months ago, he was fired from a position that he had. I think it was secretary. Now, he's fired from the chief's strategist. Does not matter because he was fired twice. And he's gonna stay there is because he's a white supremacist Trump is a white supremacist. I'm calling the bitch out. He is. Trump is a white fucking supremacist. He's a fucking asshole. You can say it, and I'll say it in his face. I'm not afraid of Trump. Not afraid of Trump. I'm not afraid of the Ku Klux Klans. I'm not afraid of the white supremacists. I'm not afraid of none of them. Because if you try to hang me, I guarantee you I'm going to take some with me. Before I get hanged. I am not my fucking ancestors. So, they're saying that they're going to get rid of David Banner. Why I keep on saying David Banner? David Banner must be on my damn mind. Steve Bannon. Excuse me, y'all. David Banner must be on my mind. But Trump let a tweet out here. He said, I want to thank Steve Bannon for his service. He came to the campaign during my run against crooked Hillary Clinton. It was great. Thanks, S. Now, first of all, my question is that every person from Donald Trump to his supporters always have to bring everybody else in this. If it's not about Hillary, it's talking about President Obama. Commie. They're blaming everybody else. That his supporters blame everybody else, just like he blamed both sides. Trump blamed both sides the other day. It wasn't no both sides. Them other sides, they came peaceful. They didn't come with guns. They had a peaceful march. When they saw this African American, Mr. Harris, they beat the shit out of him. Again, no arrest. But they arrest that African American female who pulled down that statue that supposedly come down in the first place. So, you think about this. He's saying thank you to Steve Bannon. He's still going to be in that house. You keep on thinking it's a deploy. It's a detour. It's everything. It's just something y'all will say, oh yeah, he's really doing it. He's really doing it. He's really doing it. He's for the nation. He's not for the nation. He's not for your ass. He's for himself, the green dollar. He have no loyalty. You see all the people he fired? If you outstand Trump, you got to go. You cannot outstand him. Look at, never could say his name, Sucker, or whatever his damn name is. He didn't last a full week. Lee Spicer lasts a long time. He didn't last a full week because he was outdoing Trump. Trump is a child. Trump is a fucking asshole child. And you guys should be proud of yourself. And I continue to run into supporters of Trump's. And they continue to say, he's doing great for the nation. So I say, is he? And they say, yes. And I say, name 3 things that he have done for the nation. Do you know what they do? You don't know what you're talking about. And walk away. Right. Because you can't name 3 things. Hell, I could say name 1 and they wouldn't know what to say. He have not helped this nation. He have really hurt this nation. And when you believe the hokey doke, when he sit up there at the media and sit up there and tell you that jobs are coming back and all that, this is not his facial year, boo. Let's give it next year. This is President Obama that you bitches hate so much. If you're getting jobs, thanks to Obama. Thanks to President Obama, because this bitch have not did anything. If any company's coming back in this country, it's because of President Obama. Remember, President Obama's put out, if you leave this country, you're going to pay double taxes. Y'all don't remember that, do you? Oh, no, because your mind slips when it comes down to President Obama. President Obama have helped this country. And I cannot say the same for Trump. Trump haven't helped this country at all. He have really turned our allies against us. Nobody don't want to deal with the United States. They rather wait for another 4 years before they deal with a fucker like him. And we get most of our stuff from other countries. But you guys so uneducated, you do not understand about diversity. You don't understand about that. Are you thinking about making America great? When was America ever great? Oh, I know. When you had slaves, you can rape and you can murder and you can have them out there doing your guarding and plowing your fucking fields, and you sit your fat ass on and have dinner engagements and do all kinds of stuff that you want to do, and you don't ever have to work again. Well, I'm sorry. That has passed and it will not come back again. So stop thinking it's going to come back. Bite to the firing of Steve Bannon. If you think this fool is out of the White House, he is not out of the White House, because both of them are white nationalists. Trump, you are a fucking white nationalist, and I am calling you out. And Steve Bannon is already well known that he said he's a white nationalist. So if y'all believe the hype, then go do so, because we already know that you are highly uneducated and you know no better. My Auntie Maxine Water. Now, this is a woman you need to hear and listen to. You may not like her all day long when she speaks the truth, but who is in the White House seeing things? She is calling this fucker out. She's different from all the other senators. That's why I say get up in 2018 and vote them fuckers out, because Senator Maxine Waters has been calling this fucker out for the longest. And no senator have stood up, only John McCain and the other two senators from Alaska, and it was Arkansas, I think. 2 women. All women are standing up for one man. What is your problem, people? You senators ain't shit. You supposed to be working for the people, not for Trump. Who got him in was the people. And we need to get rid of the electoral voters. We need to get rid of them. We don't need them. We are not 3/5 of a person anymore. And I'm talking about African Americans. This is the reason why you have the electoral voters. We need to get rid of them, because they voted somebody in. They went against the majority of the people who wanted Hillary in. They did not pay attention. So we do not need them in here. Maxine Waters is right there. Senator Maxine Waters is right there watching what Trump is doing in the White House. But you continue to talk about her, and you talk about her James Brown, the ignorant fuckers. You disrespectful. Anytime, do that make you feel good? Because I know when Caucasians call you names, they want to make themselves feel good and say it's okay to call her names because you don't want to hear her. So you call her names to make you feel good. Again, Senator Maxine Waters is right in there. She see what Trump is doing. But you guys don't want to see that. It's because you don't want to recognize slavery. We're the only country that have despicable statues of Confederate people who fought against the state, the government, who did treason. We're the only country. You can't even go to Germany and find Heil Hitler or anybody who served in his regime. That's against the law. But we have to be reminded as African Americans every day. That's why when they try to compare us to the Jews, and they try to compare us to everybody else and tell us we need to be quiet and stop talking, why the hell? It have not stopped. You are still doing the same shit that you have done when you enslaved our ancestors. This system was built to make sure that African Americans stay down. We can try the most hardest, we can try hard, and we will still be put in our place. Germany do not have Hitler's sign, nor if his slaves are worshipped. It is against the law. But in the United States, we still have generals who was doing treason, who was traitors to this country. And it is not against the law with these statutes. These statutes came about when the Civil Rights Movement came about. Just like how ignorant you are when you sit up there and say General Lee did not own slaves. He did. General Lee is the one that told you to put the flag away. It is because he knew the flag was a treason flag. But you continue to worship these statues and continue to say it's our heritage. It is not. This flag didn't come out until the Civil Rights Movement. These statues was a reminder to us. It is a scare tactic and let us know that it was slavery and they were fighting for slavery. That's why these statues were put up. But you can't go to Germany. It's against the law with anything of Heil Hitler. But you guys even do the Heil Hitler sign here. Guess what? Most of you white nationalists who do the Heil Hitler sign, if Heil Hitler was alive, he would have killed you. He did not like Americans. And if he thought you was an Aryan, the Aryan was a blue-eyed and blonde-eyed person. You need to read, you uneducated assholes. You know nothing about all this saluting of Heil Hitler salutes. Aryan Nation. You're naming yourself after someone who would have killed you if he was alive today. He did not like Americans. And he did not think anything was pure if you did not have blonde head, and blue eyes. You don't read. You know nothing about Heil Hitler. But we do have Heil Hitler in the White House right now. A white nationalist. Straight up white nationalist. That's why I say y'all do not want to listen to Senator Maxine Waters. She is telling the truth. She said with her own eyes in that White House. She goes and wake up in that White House and look and see things what Trump is doing in that White House. But you don't care. Like I said, when people build something, they take love to it. Most of the time you see African Americans who love this country so much, even though the same African Americans who fought in World War I, Vietnam, World War II, always came back and still couldn't eat in front of a diner. Still was called the N-word. But they fought for this country because they loved this country, because they built this country. That's the reason why you voted. Most of you uneducated people who voted for Trump, even the educated people, voted for Trump. Y'all still saying, you guys are still saying he's doing a damn good job for this country. The reason why you cannot see that he's not doing nothing for this country is because you didn't build this country. So you can give a fuck if this country go down. You don't care if somebody bombed this country with you in it. You did not build it, so you do not love it. Who is the most people that serve in the military? African Americans, people of color. Isn't that crazy? But this country have downed them, have called them N-words, have said that they are lazy, they are this and they are that. The people in this country, but they are fighting for the freedom of the same white nationalists that will not serve this country. They are fighting for this country, the same white nationalist that's in the White House, who is 45. What he did, what did he do? He wouldn't even fight for this country. That's why he doesn't care. That's why he's doing the things that he want to do. He told them that he had spurs in his feet so he can avoid the draft. Spurs in his feet. So later on, he told them, I don't know what happened to the spurs. They just disappeared. He never served his country. Y'all like this boy child because you want this country to be destroyed. But next year, it's going to show how the economy going to look bad. Because he have not done, and I'm going to say it again. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Stop giving Trump just due. Because he's sitting up there saying, yeah, I brought the jobs back. This is still President Obama facial year. He's only been in there 7 months. He have not brought jobs back. Thanks to President Obama. This man, I guarantee you, if he would have got voted in 2008, when President Obama never got voted in, we would have a Great Depression right now. Because right now, all he's thinking about is the rich. Every plan that he brought forth is to help the rich. To help the rich. Look up the plans. You can easily get in Google and type it in and look up the plans. It's all for the rich. It's all to help the rich. But you're not understanding that you don't care. Again, because you did not build this country. You care nothing about this country. Nothing. It's sad. But I do want to give out Maxine water is there. You don't want to pay attention to Maxine water. She is seeing everything, what is going on in that White House. And you don't want to give her credit. She's trying to help us. And you guys continually to go against this woman. Why? Because she's an African American woman. And the first thing you say, oh, she talks so much. She caused so much problem. The reason why you can't stand African American women is because we're strong. And it's amazing. I always want to talk to it. It's not getting off the topic, but it's getting off the topic. Every show that I see, they're always betraying strong, white, Caucasian women. You Caucasian women are not that strong like black women. We've been carrying this nation on our backs for century time. So they don't want to portray us, but when we speak out, then they'll talk about us. They always causing problems. They shake their head like this and always causing problems. They irate. They always. I'm just getting tired of these black women. I get tired. Why? Because we're strong women. We have been strong. We're the first one to get raped. We're the first one to get hunger. We're the first one to die. We're carrying the kids, taking care of the kids, teaching the kids. And it's involuntarily having these babies. We're the one, our ancestor had one black baby on the other side sucking her breast, and had a white baby on the side sucking her breast. And we have kids without any medicine. We are strong. We are survivors. And we're going to stay survivors. All all through history, they have shown that African American women are weak. They have shown that African American men are weak. One thing they are weak on is that white woman, that Caucasian. You have strong black women out here. You don't want to have anything to do with African American women. You don't want to have nothing to do with African American women. But the first thing you do is go and find you a white woman when you become rich. You don't want nothing. You don't want anything. You don't want to give to the African American queen. You don't want to represent the African American queen. I'm not saying all, but I'm saying most. This is the reason why most of the Caucasian men are afraid of you and want to get rid of you. Because the first thing they say, you're taking their women away from them. And their women don't want to have anything to deal with the Caucasian men is because they're abusive. But the African American men, not all, but some, who are abusive to the African American queen, will not be abusive to the Caucasian. But the Caucasian man continue to be abusive. If you're dating the African American queen, he's abusive. He's dating a Caucasian woman, he's abusive to her. I really want to, before I go, because it's going to be short because I started late, I do apologize because my sinus is messing up on me, and I just want to say I'm sorry. But I want to say rest in peace to Dick Gregory. I want to be an activist just like him. And I am outspoken and I will not bite my tongue. So I'm on my way of doing that. I want to say, Senator Maxine Warder, keep doing what you're doing. You are doing for us. Thank you for speaking up for us. I want to leave you guys with trying to get it together here. I want to play Dick Gregory on Merv Griffin Show, 9/14/1965. Rest in peace, Mr. Gregory. We need activists right now, and I am one. I am not going to bite my tongue. I will speak out for injustice and stand up for unjust. Love you guys.
I'm not saying the police is right or wrong. I'm saying when you have these incidents that's tipped off with this one symbol, then we should look into it and see what it is. When 22 million people, be they black or white, start hollering police brutality, then it's time to start listening to 22 million people and going in. A lot of people say, well, it's not police brutality. Police brutality is not when a cop necessarily knocks me upside the head. It's when a cop calls me nigger when he's making the arrest. It's when he handles me wrongly in every process of processing the arrest. This is a form of police brutality. And there's so few people that seem to understand that when the Negro says it's police brutality, then you say, well, he's just looking for a way out. Well, how do these many people look for a way out in so many areas in America? It's like Billy Graham, I think, made the statement of statements when he came into L.A., and he said he thought the communists was behind the riots. And there's just not enough communists in Russia to stand on every corner in a Negro ghetto waiting for a cop to arrest a Negro and start a riot.
Rest in peace, Dick Gregory.